You know, 10-year-old me saw 51-year-old me drinking eggnog on camera for everyone. He probably slapped me silly. Season's greetings, you lovely degenerates, and welcome back to the Fuzzy Wallflower, which is where we forgot drinks other way nice keys. I'm your host, Corey. And today we're going to dive into the world of eggnog, and not some deep dive into all these crazy eggnogs. I will give you my recipe that I kind of come up with, but more or less my journey to why I drink eggnog now. Because growing up, we grew up in the 70s and early 80s, way back times, before TV and the telephone. My dad had, being a dad, had the idea of, like, guys need to try stuff. So me and my brothers, every Christmas Eve, had to drink a glass of eggnog, and we got to open up a present the night before. And we did that a couple of years. We always kind of held our nose, and for some reason, the eggnog back then just tasted spoiled. My dad loves buttermilk, so he loved it. But for some reason, it just didn't sit well with us. And I'll drink it down in milk in a sitting. I don't have no problem with milk. But if it's spoiled, forget it. Well, this went on for a few years. And then my middle brother, one year, I guess it sat with him wrong. He drank his drink, ran to the bathroom, and, well, the rest is history. My dad just stopped forcing us to drink eggnog after that. So 40 years later, me and my brother still have this kind of piece of baggage, so to speak, hanging on to us. And so I would like to just share that baggage with you because it's cheaper than therapy. So, on a related note, when I was about that same age, I'd watched The Exorcist, and it had scared the crap out of me. It gave me nightmares. I had a hard time watching horror movies for a long time. And then, about in my 30s, I started watching horror movies a lot more and enjoying them. And then my birthday, I think around 35, I was like, I need to rewatch The Exorcist because it's kind of that little block in your head. See if it was as bad as it thought it was. Watched it, it was fine. Just got over this little fear. So with that in mind, I decided to do the same thing with eggnog. When I was starting to learn how to make cocktails during the, while we were all at home with nothing to do, I started looking up recipes. I think I started with the Food Wishes Chef John's version. And the spices he used were just vanilla, cinnamon, and nutmeg. So I made it, and I was like, this tastes like melted ice cream. Like, this tastes delicious. I don't understand what the problem was. I think I tried Joshua Weissman's next, and he had cloves and ground cinnamon to it, and I wasn't too keen on the cloves, and that may be why those old eggnog recipes just tasted weird to us. So I've since then omitted those. But in kind of looking at how they make them, it's like the end product is the same, but they both went through the process of how they cooked it, so to speak, differently. So my version is just kind of a combination of the two and what works for me. And as always, I am not a bartender. I'm not taking any of this as bartending advice. But let's get to the kitchen, and I'll show you real quick how I put together mine. So your ingredient list is pretty simple. You're going to have 3 cups of milk, 1.5 cups of heavy cream, 6 egg yolks, 1 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. Put your milk in a pot and go ahead and start warming it up on medium heat. And while you're doing that, go ahead and whisk the eggs and sugar together. Once the milk is heated up, not boiling, but heated up, go ahead and ladle in a little bit of that milk into your eggs. Whisk it real good, put a little more, trying to go ahead and get the eggs acclimated to the hot milk without cooking them. Because you'll basically make scrambled eggs, and if you make scrambled eggs, just go ahead and finish making scrambled eggs and start over, and then you'll have a nice little meal. Next, just pour the eggs into the milk and keep it on the stove. Keep whisking. Go ahead and add your cream, your vanilla, your cinnamon and nutmeg and cook it till it gets about 160, 170 degrees Fahrenheit. Anybody outside America, I don't know what that is. I can put it on the screen. And once it gets to that temperature, just go ahead and take it and put it into an ice bath and let it cool off. You can put it in the fridge if you want. And then that's basically the basic eggnog. Now, optional step if you want is to take the egg whites and make a meringue out of it. Just take the 6 egg whites, about a tablespoon of sugar, and just whip them until it's thickened up. Just pour it into your eggnog. From there, just pour it into a container. I just use the same old milk container that I bought my milk from. So, you know, recycle. When you're done, just have to be careful. You might can see there's like a line here. The meringue separates from the eggnog, and you do have to give it a, you know, good shake or two before you pour it into your glass. Find you a good glass. This is my Batman Forever glass. I don't have a Batman Returns glass, but Batman Returns is a Christmas movie. I don't care what you say. So this is what I got that's close enough. Time to, guess I need to start looking at eBay. And so, from there, just got a nice thick boy of eggnog. And from there, just take some more nutmeg and put it on top of there. I think I've got more on the table than anything. And there you have it. And yeah, I mean, it just tastes like vanilla ice cream. I don't get what the issue was growing up. But I am going to do a part 2 to this and test a few store-bought ones just to see if I'm a little crazy. Well, I am crazy, but just to see if it's still that tastes as bad as they used to, or if it's just a store-bought brands. I mean, I don't know. I only have this to reference by. Oh, and if you watch my pecan video, I had mentioned buying some of this butter pecan bourbon cream. I will say it's pretty yummy in this. So if you like butter pecan ice cream, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh God, wait. Now you're just gonna watch me getting all flustered. Well, in the meantime, y'all know what to do. Until next time, cheers.